Hello and welcome to the first module of music, which is Music of Lowlands of Luzon, folk songs from the Lowlands. Learning competencies. The learner identifies the musical characteristics of representative music selections from the Lowlands of Luzon after listening. Second, analyzes the musical elements of some lowland vocal music selections. Third, sings folk songs from the lowlands of Luzon. Before we explore the music of the Luzon lowlands, let us first recall the different musical elements that you have learned in your previous music lessons. Rhythm is the regular repeated pattern of the sounds. It serves as the pulse of the musical composition. This element has three components: beat, tempo, and meter. Tempo is the speed of the beat. Every music has its own speed which depends on the mood of the whole music. Most happy tunes are fast, while sad music is relatively slow. The meter, which composes of time signature, is the combination of strong beats or accent and weak beats. For example, 4/4 time signature is like counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This type of meter is commonly used in pop songs. In 3/4 time signature, you just count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. This meter is commonly used in waltz music. For the time signature 2/4, you just count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so on. Marches, polkas use this kind of meter. The second element is about the softness and loudness of the music, which is the dynamics. This can be gradual, or crescendo and decrescendo, or sudden or abrupt. Dynamics in music suggest the emotional aspect of the composition. Soft music suggests themes such as love, while loud or strong music suggests bravery or war. The next element is the most obvious among all musical elements, the melody. It is the organized sequence or horizontal of single notes. In other words, it is the main tune of the musical piece. It is what you hear and what retains in your head. It has two types, the conjunct and the disjunct. Based on the diagram, which of the two do you think you can easily learn to sing? Why? The more singable or playable type is the conjunct. The melody is easy to sing because the notes have no skips or lips. Try to sing a Filipino folk song and try to analyze the movement of the melody. Does the tune tend to move far from the other, or are the notes just next to one another? The vertical arrangement of sound in a musical piece is called harmony. It is the simultaneous sounding of two or more notes. This element can refer to the chords produced, the accompaniment styles, and the counter melodies. Harmony has two types, the consonance and the dissonance. Consonant intervals in music are more pleasant and seems like everything is okay. Dissonant intervals, on the other hand, produce a more creepy sound. It shows tension and needs to be resolved. Texture is all about the thickness of the sound. In the three diagrams below, the lines represent the melodic movement of a musical piece. For example, In the monophonic texture, only a single line can be seen, which means there's only one melody or tune playing. It is like you are singing alone in the bathroom. In homophonic texture, a single melody is present with an accompaniment of an instrument or several instruments. It is like you are singing with a videoke machine. In polyphonic texture, two or more melodic contours or lines are playing simultaneously. It is like you are singing with others in a choir contest. The timbre is the quality of sound heard. If you and your friends sing Bahay Kubo in unison, you can easily distinguish each other's voice based on the quality of the sound of your voices. Now that you have reconstructed your previous knowledge about the different musical elements, you are now ready to explore one of our cultural identities, the Luzon Lowlands Folksongs. Luzon's lowland music is made up of simple vocal and instrumental music, primarily a product of daily experiences, from folks like farmers, fishermen, artisans, vendors, and other common people. Family or community members learn this music orally, which they sang in their native tongue. Mostly, the persons who originally made this music were unknown. Our learning objectives. In this module, you will be able to cite the musical characteristic of representative music selections from the lowlands of Luzon after listening. Determine the musical elements, themes, and moods present in vocal and instrumental music of lowlands of Luzon, and appreciate the simplicity of Luzon's lowland folk songs. Let's find out what you already know. Modified true or false. Write approve if the statement is true, and if not, write disapproved. And identify the word that made the statement false. Accomplish this task in your answer sheet. Number 1. Luzon lowland folk songs have a very distinctive Spanish influence. Approved. 2. Folk songs are generally taught in schools. Disapproved. 3. Sit Silit Sit is a Tagalog folk song. Approved. 4. An example of a Kapampangan folk song is a Rungbangi. Disapproved. 5. The composers and lyricists of folk songs are usually unknown. Approved. 6. Naranyag Abulan is an example of an Ilocano folk song. Approved. 7. Folk songs are mostly short and complicated. Disapproved. 8. Key signatures in folk songs do not change. Approved. 9. Folk songs are based on the community's livelihood, tradition, and culture. Approved. 10. Atin Ko Pong Singsing is an example of a Bicolano folk song. Disapproved. 11. Sarong Bangi is a folk song from Batangas. Disapproved. 12. Pamulinawen is a folk song with a triple meter. Disapproved. 13. Folk songs are usually sung in the dialect of the people of its place of origin. Approved. 14. Pamulinawen and Manang Biday are both Tagalog folk songs. Disapproved. 15. All folk songs have the same story to tell. Disapproved. Now, let's move on to what's new. Let's try to find 16 popular folk songs in a puzzle. List down the titles of the song you are familiar with. Tell whether it is a Tagalog, Ilocano, Kapampangan, and Bicolano. Write the title on the table below the puzzle. Examine the table you have just accomplished. What helped you find the songs in the puzzle? Now, let's listen to the different folk songs of Luzon.
Magtanim ay bibiro, maghapong nakayuko, di man lang makaupo, di man lang makatayo. Braso ko'y namamanhit, baywang ko'y nangangawit, binti ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Sa umaga pagkising, ang lahat iisipin, kung saan may pananim, may masarap na pagkain. Braso ko'y namamanhit, baywang ko'y nangangawit, hindi ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Halina, halina, mga kaliya, tayo'y magsipag unat-unat, magpanibago tayo ng landas, para sa araw ng bukas, para sa araw ng bukas. Magtanim ay bibiro, maghapong nakayuko, di man lang makaupo, di man lang makatayo. Braso ko'y namamanhit, baywang ko'y nangangawit, hindi ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Sa umaga pagkising, ang lahat iisipin, kung saan may pananim, may masarap na pagkain. Braso ko'y namamanhit, baywang ko'y nangangawit, hindi ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Halina, halina, mga kaliya, tayo'y magsipag unat-unat, magpanibago tayo ng landas, para sa araw ng bukas,
as-aso agrayo ta sa tiyang panunuteman tingka pagintutulngan tuyagaya ako ko'y dita sa tiyang SM ngajak malipatan tanasudiw na yanag turay sa rintayan lugar sa dinuman awakan di aksaltay tanagan mo kasampitan malagip ka pusok di mabang-aran adu asab-sabong narwaya ros-rosas di adat dito'y adi nga mabuy-buya ngem awan man laing ti pakaliw-liwaan no di dayta sudim ken kapinta ay when biyak ko hindi nga mantas asok ko ngay nalta ngajak kong akaya di sa baling nga im nasiksikala pagbiyakan itaken uray taneman no malagip ka pusok di mapang-aran dakay nga ububing di dakam tultuladen tadakel kami na agi inaren ta ituloyo tapanagadalyo tapnuin kay magunun kalkalika gumanyo SM ngajak malipatan tanasudiw na yanag oray sa rintayan lugar sa dinuman hawakan di aksartay tanagan mo kasampitan no malagip ka pusok di mabang-aran no malagip ka pusok di mabang-aran
kaya't paparang sa dilo panatiran anya kayo ting kapagdisuan anya asabong di kaya't mo panatiran tauray nawan pilit ngayon kay sa pulang nasikat sarmi ngay napmagalinawan natiran niyak mo mayari itiinit keng itibulan.
Obat mo ketang Sabado, migpasyal ko keta ke kayo. Inyang abat tiyawan mo ko, pepatagal mo kong aso. Obat mo ketang Sabado, migpasyal ko keta ke kayo. Inyang abat tiyawan mo ko, pepatagal mo kong aso.
Karetang asong de pamilya, baan kanita makilala, ing tunay mong pamalsinta, inyapin te patagada ka. Karetang asong de pamilya, baan kanita makilala, ing tunay mong pamalsinta.
O nung mong mete ako? Berya ko, bandi ko, moderna ning puso ko, mate ko, makananon naning yambag mo kanaan. Berya ko, bandi ko, moderna ning puso ko, mate ko, makananon naning yambag mo kanaan.
Paano ko na? Pagawara kang kabaw, karetang matiderutong, barakang neyayaon, ding bulati lalang gabon. Oy, nita! Salikong samiento, para kintuskutan mo, at balang sigurado. Padoble ke. Pangkandado.
O, sa'yo may puput ka.
O, mete na ko eh.
Hindi ka naman. Mamiro ko mo eh.
Mamiro ko naman.
O kaka, kabalat kapaya, sabyan mo ng patas, nung ena kabisa, mukyat kuking bundok, mamintun aliwa, malagula keka, biasa lang mamana.
O kaka, kakampulan tiktik, kabitis kan tikling, kabalata pulit, londa kang marayo, londa kang malapit, kikya kang itsura, tutupong may buisit.
O kaka, panatulanda ka, pabusbus kang kwente, sa kakapapurga, ng lugudya ing Diyos, mikakatawan ka, manganak kang doktor, magpariya Roma.
O kaka, dinandang kang honor, ginangyang malati, emo pagmaragol, sidsad kaking puti, matilus ka aro, ingpipintas ko mo, tadad kang bulutong.
O kaka, dinanda kang uri, kinanggang maragul, emo pagmalati, malagu ka tabas, malare ka puti, impipintas kumo, matuling ka labi.
kaya mamuli ang tamis, purong-purong sutla, abing kamariles, ninuing tatalan, ninong kalabitbit, ikakakong peping, anak ng Don Pelis, idon Pelis naman, tutuyang mayaman, magkibale batu, arap ning pisamban, kinanwayang silyon, sa kami nandawan, bala ng Don Pelis, masalayang bulan, ita namang bulan, ampo itang tala, elabis ang sunlag, ketiking masala, itang kapalakul at inglalagari, pilit lang susukat, emi kakawani. O patagabundok, kukulate dudong, masetas ning saging, balag ning balato, tinanang kong mangga, memo ngayang santul, ingay dukong sisi, tandang yang mangebon. O patagabundok, kukulate dudong, masetas ning saging, balag ning balatong, tinanang kong mangga, memo ngayang santul, ingay dukong sisi, tandang yang mangebon. Sarong banggi sa higdaan, nakadangog ako, ninhuni ning sarong gamgam, sa luba ko katurugan, bakukundi si mong boses iyo palan, dago sa kubangon si sakuyang matay minuklat, kaibtong kadikluman ako nang alag-kalag, sisa kong paghiling pasiring sa itaas, si mong lawog na hiling ko maliwanag.
Magbuhat ng ikaw ay aking inibig, ako ay natutong gumawa ng awit, pati ang puso kong dati matahimik, ngayon'y dumadalas ang tibok ng aking dibdib.
Isang gabing maliwanag, ako'y naghihintay sa inibig ko ng tapat, namamanglang ang puso ko, at ang diwa ko'y lagi nang nangangarap. Malasin mo giliw ang saksi ng aking pagmamahal, bituing nagniningning kislap ng talat liwanag ng buwan, ang siyang nagsasabing pag-ibig ko'y sadyang tunay. Araw-gabi ang panaginip ko'y ikaw.
Are you familiar with the given songs in this activity? How did they become familiar to you? Have you tried singing those songs before? How was it? Do you like listening to those type of songs? Why or why not? Moving on to what's new. This time, try doing this activity after listening to the folk songs. First, what can you say with the different time signatures of the song? Second, analyze the emotions communicated by each song, such as love, anger, happiness, suffering, etc., and observe the speed of each song. Do they have the same tempos? And fourth, why do you think the composers of these particular folk songs made it that way? In this activity, you should be able to understand that because folk songs were transferred orally from the family or community members, only the songs you find yourself connected with, or dialect, culture, tradition, community, will only retain in your mind. Thus, they became familiar to you. There are some songs you do not understand, but you remember its tunes, because a family, member, or community who stayed in that place where love songs originated used to sing them, or a visitor from the locality tried to teach you those songs. Don't forget this, that folk songs in general have the following characteristics. First is the lyrics are according to the native tongue. Because songs are based on the daily experiences of the people in a particular place, and the message of the songs needs to be understood easily to be appreciated, the lyrics of the songs are written or sung in their own dialects. For example, the Tagalog folk songs came from the people who speak Tagalog, which is Bahay Kubo, Laran-Laran Sinta, Magtanim ay di biro. The Ilocanos have their own Manang Biday and Pamulinawin. The Kapampangans Atin Ko Pong Singsing and the Bicolanos Sarong Bangi are just a few among the folk songs of Luzon that are sung in their own dialects. Why do you think it is important for a folk song to be sung or written in their native tongue? Next, passed down through oral tradition to family or community members, hence learned by mere memorization. Singing is a form of social bonding among early Filipino families because they did not have access to internet, television, and radio during that time. So singing folk songs became their favorite pastime. Next, unknown composers and lyricists. Most composers of Filipino folk songs are unknown because songs are just based on daily experiences and are passed down orally. Next characteristics that we have is simple key signature of the song. Do you know how to play a guitar? If you can play this instrument, you can try to play a simple folk song. While playing, you will notice that it starts with a particular key, or key of G for example, and ends in the same key. That only shows the simplicity of the Luzon folk song. Next, duple, triple, and quadruple are common meters used. These meters were very common during that time. The dances and common songs are based on these meters. The composers of the folk songs adapted these rhythmic patterns to their compositions. What folk songs do you know? Can you identify the meters used based on the discussion in the review section of this module? Next characteristics is primarily based on the community's culture, tradition, and livelihood. Next is, it is short and simple. Aside from Tagalog, several other dialects are used by unknown composer from Luzon in composing their own lowland folk songs, such as Ilocano, Kapampangan, Pangasinense, and Bicolano. Spanish and other Western influences are very evident in the construction of the songs, such as the meter used and the minor and the major modes. Now let's move on to our next activity, which entitled Your Song Sounds Familiar. You will listen to some samples of Luzon Lowland folk songs, then answer the questions that follows.
Pagintutungan, tuyagaya, ako ko'y ditasadyan, SM ngajak malipatan, kanasudiw na yanag, turoy sa dintayan, lugar sa dinuman, hawakan di aksaltay, tanagan mo kasampitan. Malagit ka, pusok di mabang-aran, adu asab-sabong, naruway aros-rosas, di adat dito, adi nga mabuy-buya, ngem awan man lain, di bakaliw-liwaan, no di dayta, sudim ken kapintas, ay wendiak ko hindi nga mantas asok ko ngay nalta, ngajak ko agaya, isa baling nga nasisikal na pagyakan, itaken uray taneman. No malagit ka, pusok di mapang-aran. den tadakel kami na agi inaren ta ituloy ta panagadalyo tapnuin kay magunod kalkalika gumanyo SM ngadyak malipatan tanah studio na yanag oray sa rintayan lugar sa dinuman hawakan di aksar tay tanagan mo kasampitan malagip ka pusok di mabang-aral malagip ka pusok di mabang-aral.
Magtanim ay di biro, maghapong nakayuko, di man lang makaupo, di man lang makatayo. Braso ko'y namamanhit, baywang ko'y nangangawit, binti ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Sa umaga pagising, ang lahat iisipin, kung saan may pananim, may masarap na pagkain. Braso ko'y namamanhit, baywang ko'y nangangawit, binti ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Halina, halina, mga kaliya, tayo'y magsipag unat-unat, magpanibago tayo ng landas, para sa araw ng bukas, para sa araw ng bukas.
Sarong banggi sa higdaan, nakadangog ako, ninhuninin sarong gamgam sa luba ko, katurugan. Bago kundi simong boses iyo palan, dago sa kubangon si sakuyang matay minuklat. Kaitong kadikluman ako nangalag-kalag, si sakong paghiling pasiring sa itaas, simong lawog na hiling ko maliwanag.
Pagbuhat ng ikaw ay aking inibig, ako ay natutong gumawa ng awit, pati ang puso kong dati matahimik, ngayon'y dumadalas ang tibok ng aking dibdib.
Isang gabing maliwanag, ako'y naghihintay sa inibig ko ng tapat, namamanglaw ang puso ko, at ang diwa ko'y lagi nang nangangarap. Malasin mo giliw ang saksi ng aking pagmamahal, bituing nagniningning kislap ng talat liwanag ng buwan, ang siyang nagsasabing pag-ibig ko'y sadyang tunay. Araw-gabi ang panaginip ko'y ikaw.
In this activity, you will analyze the given 6 folk songs by completing the table. Dialect, which is Tagalog, Ilocano, etc. Melody, major, minor scale. Dynamic, softness or loudness of the sound. Tempo, texture. Meter, which is double, triple, quadruple. Mood, happy, sad, etc. Theme, love, religious, work, etc. The YouTube links are provided for your reference of the song samples. Write your reflections on our lesson today. Let's move on to the assessment part of our lesson. Hello Mind Test. Modified true or false. Write approve if the statement is true, and if not, write disapprove, and identify the word that made the statement false. Accomplish this task in your answer sheet. Number 1. Luzon Lowland folk songs have a very distinctive Spanish influence. Approved. 2. Folk songs are generally taught in schools. Disapproved. 3. Sit Sirit Sit is a Tagalog folk song. Approved. 4. An example of a Kapampangan folk song is a Rungbangi. Disapproved. 5. The composers and lyricists of folk songs are usually unknown. Approved. 6. Naranyaga Bulan is an example of an Ilocano folk song. Approved. 7. Folk songs are mostly short and complicated. Disapproved. 8. Key signatures in folk songs do not change. Approved. 9. Folk songs are based on the community's livelihood, tradition, and culture. Approved. 10. Atin Ko Pong Singsing is an example of a Bicolano folk song. Disapproved. 11. Sarung Bangi is a folk song from Batangas. Disapproved. 12. Pamulinawen is a folk song with a triple meter. Disapproved. Folk songs are usually sung in the dialect of the people of its place origin. Approved. 14. Pamulinawen and Manamiday are both Tagalog folk songs. Disapproved. 15. All folk songs have the same story to tell. Disapproved. Now, let's have this what I can do. Bring it on. Perform a folk song that is different from your native tongue. Refer to the rubrics for performance guide. Record your performances using your cell phone or other media devices and submit it to your facilitator through Messenger, email, or other media platforms. The audition. This is the additional activities. Suppose you're going in an audition about folk song singing. One of the requirements is to sing a folk song of your region or province. Here are the mechanics for the audition. First, you are going to sing a folk song from your region or province. Second, the performance can be a cappella or with accompaniment or live or -1. Third, record your performance in your gadget or cell phone or computer if possible. If recording is not possible, a schedule for a live performance will be given to you. 5. You will be graded based on the following criteria. Clarity of voice, 25%. Volume of voice, 25%. Pitch, 25%. Expression, 25%. And that would end our lesson for today. Thank you.